look at some of the order flow. Like Rocket Labs had a pretty good day today. Let's look at that on the chart real quick. So Rocket Labs, right over here in my chart, this is on OptionsRobot, so you can see that really started to look good. So this could be one that you like. Maybe you want to look at something else in the space, like a LUNR, right? That looked pretty good earlier. So that's just at the point of breaking out. Or maybe a Planet Labs was still lagging a little bit. That's starting to look very interesting. ASTS is another one in this space, maybe a little bit more of a laggard you want to take a look at. FLY was another one that was poised to make a bigger move. Right, it's got to do a little work. Already had gap up on earnings. Got to do a little work to get through the highs there. But something like that LUNR, I like that. Right, it's a relatively cheap play, and we could get a decent pop out of this. It moves about $1.74 a day. The high of the day there was $19. I'm going to put another entry bot in on this one and just do this really quickly. So let's say I'm going to say like 1920. I want to get above and I wanted to have a decent move. I'm going to give myself a little bit more time on this because it's relatively cheap. I'll add a contract there. I'm going to say 19s are good for me. And I want to come down in here when you are live in the market, you can do this, what we call our price slicer. And what this does, and I'll just kind of show it to you over here, is it allows you to work the bid-ask spread of the option. So for this default, I have place an order every five or for 5 times every 7 seconds. So every 7 seconds, it's going to move my option up from the mid market to the ultimately to market price. Now, if I wanted to spread that out, I could start it on the bid and I could do it that way. If I wanted to do it a little bit faster, I could change the metric in here, or I could just come over here and do it as quick. So this is doing every 4 times, and I'm starting from the mid, and it's basically going to go up 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4 is ultimately at the market. And that's going to do it every 5 seconds. If I felt okay that it was not as critical, maybe I want to do it slower and then just work the bid-ask spread. So work the entire thing, give it a couple of seconds. These are for the stocks that really aren't moving as much. And, you just kind of want to work that bid-ask spread, maybe slightly wider bid-ask spreads that you can work. This works pretty well in terms of the slow. This one, you don't have a massive differential, but 111 to 155 is pretty big. So I'll probably start with something like a default, start from the mid because I'm not going to get filled at the best, down in here. But if I start somewhere at the mid and then slowly work my way up to 155, it's relatively cheap. So that's another benefit of using OptionsRobot when you're trying to get your transactions done. It'll work the magic for you there. Now I know this is moving only about $2 a day. So I may use this one in here. So every $2, I'm going to roll my options up. Again, I'll just show you a quick preview.